All right. Some coaching moves still going on. Jeff Hafley left Boston College to become the defensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. Chip Kelly, head coach of UCLA, has his name is out there with the Commanders and the Raiders, I believe, as an offensive coordinator. One of the ideas is that college football is so chaotic and difficult right now for these coaches that they just want to bail, and no one wants to coach college football anymore, and they just go to the NFL. Or maybe these guys just thought this was a better opportunity. I don't know. Pat, your thought on which one is which, or do you have an opinion on that? Maybe it'd be a sliding scale.
Yeah, like, is this a real alarm bell or is this something else? For now, I would say it's probably something else, but it's a potential trend to monitor. There's a couple commonalities here for Hafley and Chip Kelly. The first and probably most glaring is it's a little bit fortunate they both had their head coaching jobs after this last season. Like, they would go into next year absolutely on the hot seat. And so, they may be taking a page from the tried and true college basketball coaches page, jump before you get pushed, find another job. And now, yes, it's a little bit easier to say, well, this place is such a mess, I'm going to go. But the other part of it, though, is like when we're discussing the winnowing down of programs that will have the means to do everything they want to do to compete, Boston College is not on that list, right? Like, they would be at the lower end of the power conference money strata, and then UCLA is swimming in debt and going into a new conference that's going to be brutal. So I can't discount where those schools sit in the hierarchy as a potential motivator there as well. So it could be three different things going on. It could be, oh, the state of the game is terrible. It could be, oh my gosh, our place in the game is terrible. Or it could be, I'm going to get fired. So whatever the case may be, there's some interesting factors with both of those. And we'll see going forward. Yes, if, next year, 8 more coaches say, man, get me to the NFL in any capacity possible, there might be something more to it.
Yeah, we got a small sample size, I feel like, and a lot of people kind of were leaping when they saw the Hafley news to the conclusion that it was because of, the situation in college athletics. More than anything, as Pat said, it's probably for 2 other reasons. One, his situation there in security as Boston College's head coach, but also 2, as Pat mentioned, Boston College's position in college athletics right now, and within the Power Five, and within the ACC, a league that is starting to, it would appear, break up, slowly and painfully. So there's a lot more reasons out there, I think, than this. Also, read Jeff Hafley's bio for the last decade. Tampa Bay Buccaneers assistant DBs coach, Tampa Bay Buccaneers DBs coach, Cleveland Browns DBs coach, San Francisco 49ers DBs coach, and Ohio State co-defensive coordinator and DBs coach. This seems like a pro coach, right? Who was in college.
Yeah, got some college experience, 4 years. He's 22 and 26. BC's in a tough spot. One thing, it's not a very big school. I don't know how many kids go there, but it's not a big public school. It has 29 varsity teams.
Wow. That's a lot.
Like, I think Auburn has 16.
Yeah.
I think Texas A&M has 20. Texas A&M is a much larger, so the simple resources of the university. Now, as I often say, if you've been to some of these schools, particularly Boston College, you walk the campus and you don't go, boy, this place is broke. If only they got a couple bucks around here. Maybe they, it's a beautiful place and everything is pristine and it's a wonderful school. But that's a lot of teams to deal with, and it's a lot of teams without a lot of alums, with proportionally not as many alums, and so you might, and you also have, you've got football, basketball, and hockey, and the hockey I know doesn't resonate in a lot of places, but it does at Boston College. And it does in college hockey. And college hockey it has never been better. There's a lot of college sports that have never been better. We talk about volleyball and softball and gymnastics and different things. But hockey has gotten to the point where more and more top, the NHL can draft a guy. Everybody's eligible at 18 years old. You just draft your player. And then they can go to college. Or they can go play junior hockey. And for a long time, going up into Canada and playing in the junior leagues, that was the best competition. Now, a Canadian may gun me down for saying this, but there is a heated debate now that college hockey is better than the Canadian junior program. All of these top picks are going to play in college hockey. So it's better than ever. And some of that requires NIL money. And I've said this about other schools, but it's a lot easier for Boston College to get to number one in the country, which I believe they are right now, in hockey than it is in the other sports. So if you're an alum and you're like, hey, I want to win a national title, let's just do hockey. Like football, my God, an uphill climb this is. Hockey, we can get this done. And so, I think it's just hard for I bet he's going to his top boosters and they're like, yeah, I just bought this kid from Saskatchewan, man. Like, he's went up to Moose Jaw. We're collectiving that guy. He's getting second pick of the Sabres next year, like that. It's a whole, and you're like, man, I'm the football coach. So I think you're going to see that. I think a very tough job at UCLA, very tough job at BC. We'll see. Obviously, I also think it's much harder to be a college football coach now than it was. Absolutely. They also get paid a lot more.
Yes.
Undeniable. When I talk to coaches, they're like, well, this is crazy. My job's nuts. I go, it sure is. All of our jobs are nuts. Industries change.
Yeah, we used to have an off season of some sort.
Yeah.
For college football, and that does not exist any longer.
No. So.
Yeah. Sorry your job's hard. I bet it's good on payday.
Pretty good on payday. There's that.